Good evening. It's nearly 7:30. It's Thursday night. It's time for the prediction show, as always. Myself and Jack. We're joined by a Nottingham Forest fan tonight. So let's keep it friendly on the comments, please. A nice bit of banter. Just remember, all the same, Derby's going down with a fiver in the bank. Doran Tours, he's joined us tonight to give his predictions for this weekend's game. If you're watching live, remember, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel. We are creeping up this YouTube malarkey. If you're watching us back, remember, we're on every single night of the week. Monday night, the fan show with Phil. Wednesday night, the WLS women's show with Jack. The away fan show on a Wednesday night with Jackie again. Obviously, Thursday night, the prediction show. Friday night, tomorrow night, John Reedy, as we build up for Chelsea. Massive game for Leicester this weekend. Massive. Chelsea 12:30 in the Premier League. Watch along on Saturday from 12 o'clock this time. And then, obviously, Jamie knows I call it, and I started it off, and I'll continue to call it, the famous Aftermath show. 9:30 in the morning, live from Alcudia, sunny Spain. Grab your cup of tea and your bacon sardine, and we'll sit down and discuss whatever happened from the Chelsea game. But it's 7:30, and it's time for the prediction show.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll say, get your comments in, guys. We're going to talk through all the predictions this week. Good evening, Matt. Good evening, Brian. Good evening, Ian. So if you're in tonight, come on, guys. It's 40 of you lot in this one. Let's get some comments in there. Let's get Jack on. Evening, Jack. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, pal. How are you?
Yes, good, mate. Buzzing for the weekend now. International breaks over and done with. Thank God for that, Dross. Not being funny. San Marino should be in their own little mini league after watching them being spanked 10-0 at the week the other night. Be honest, what a piss poor game to watch from on shit. Wasn't even worth watching.
No. Neither's England at times if it's Harry Maguire scoring against his piss poor side. But you know, they're only shopkeepers at the end of the day. They're better selling high quality food than playing football, San Marino. So I think they should stick with that.
Let's bring him in. Mr. Nottingham Forest. Door on tour. Give him a clap, Jack, eh?
You lot should clap me. You lot should clap me.
Oh, we're still living off that one European Cup. How many years ago was it now? Hey,
you lot wish to be in our position right now. So they're coming out with nonsense.
Yeah, we wish I do wish you and Derby were back in the Premier League. It's been that long since we were like that.
just Forest.
Hey, we'll have some Eastman and Derby fun, eh? Right then, let's kick this one off. The biggest game of the weekend, of course, 12:30. That's why it's been picked for the weekend. Leicester City versus Chelsea. Not one that I think we all wanted after the international break, but top of the league, Chelsea come to town. We'll start with you, Dawn. What's your prediction for this game, mate?
That's a little bit. It's not well. They've been up and down, haven't they, Leicester, so far this season. And Chelsea, they've been playing great, if you're honest. And I was just saying to you before we started, you know, is it who's your centre back again? Is it Fofana?
Fofana, yeah.
Fofana, he's a massive miss. So I personally think this will be a draw. I think it could be 1-1 because Leicester, they've been up and down. Chelsea have been great, but I think it'll be 1-1. 1-1.
I think you got some friends.
Oh no! Oh no! Here we go.
Someone's in tonight. Derby come to town. Circus are in town, eh?
Oh, dude! Here we
go. Going for a draw.
Let me get a fiver. I got a fiver in my back pocket to buy you lot. So if you want a fiver, I've got it here right now.
Oh dear! So you're going for a 1-1 draw, mate. Thank you for that. Jack, what's your thoughts, mate?
It's a tricky game. Leicester need to start winning games. They need to start playing it better and looking more forward than backwards. You know, Yuri Tillman's going to be a massive miss this game. He's done fantastically well this season, Yuri. James Justin, he's back fit now, but obviously he needs to play game time for the under 23s to get at match sharpness. Brendan Rodgers, obviously he's going to say to the media that he's staying, isn't he? Whether when Solskjaer gets a sack, we'll see a different matter. You never know in football. Managers say anything just to please the media and the fans. But, you know, this one, Brendan's got to stay focused because it's a club that he once worked for, Chelsea. I think Chelsea are on some very good form at the minute. Obviously, Timo Werner and Lukaku is going to be back for this one. I'm not sure about Mason Mount and Kovacic, is it? But N'Golo Kante, he could run that midfield. I think Ndidi's got to beat them to it on Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to go Leicester to go at home, win this one, Tom, 2-1.
2-1.
Never. That's not happening. Nah. You're not going to win. You're not going to win.
I'm hoping that we get a draw. If I'm on show, I've put 1-1 tonight. I'm sensible at this one, and the big points will be in Kante versus Ndidi in the middle of the park. Who can battle and win that ball quickest for me? Because luckily Chelsea probably won't have Lukaku available again, so that's a massive help for Leicester. But look, it's a battle of the FA Cup finalists again. It's come round quicker than we probably thought after beating them in the FA Cup final. That's a piece of silverware for you. Didn't realise we won this last season, and the Community Shield this season.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
So yeah, 1-1 for me, and battles between Ndidi and Kante is going to be massive in this game, and whoever can win that battle for me probably takes the points, and it'll probably push their team over the line. We then go into the next game, the first of the 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Steven Gerrard's first home game in the Premier League as a manager. Something I didn't think we'd be saying this early on in his managerial career. I thought it'd be a few more years in Scotland and then coming to the Liverpool job, but fair play, Stephen. You've taken the chance, and it'll either sink or swing, sadly for you. This will either make your chance of going to Liverpool or break the chance of you going to Liverpool if it goes horribly wrong. So, Aston Villa versus Brighton. Dor, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Steven Gerrard is new manager. I think it's going to, especially at home as well, it's a little bit boost. But you can't write off Brighton because they've done well, and they've got a good manager as well. So, I personally think this might be a draw again. So I think it'll be 1-1 because I said
1-1 again.
Yeah, but I think Villa, they've got a good side, and you know when it comes to new managering, like Forest did, it's always like it's a bounce, but you can't write off Brighton as well. They've got a good side, so I'll go for 1-1.
1-1. Jack, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
New management. Steven Gerrard comes from the Scottish division. Will it be that easily for him in this league? Not at all. The Premier League is different kettle of fish to the Scottish division. As Celtic have found out on numerous of occasions, playing the bigger clubs from other leagues. Brighton, Graham Potter, fantastic this season. So much credit to him. Future England manager. Brighton have been on some very top form this season. Villa have been on the other end of it, near the relegation zone. Gerrard will look to pick them up and get them away from that as quick as possible. I think this one has got a Brighton win all over it. So I don't think Gerrard's going to get his first win this weekend as Villa boss. I'm going to go Brighton 2, Villa 0.
Brighton 2-0.
Bloody hell.
I'm going for a home winner. I know Brighton have been fantastic this season. Graham Potter's done an amazing job really pushing them on from where they were last season, and they've been flying. But this is an Aston Villa team at home with the fans who will be absolutely boisterous towards Steven Gerrard. They'll be flying to want to get him off to a winning start. And I think the lift around the Villa Park this weekend is going to be phenomenal. I just see Villa really, really getting a nice 2-0 win this weekend. Brighton have been hit and miss this season. I just feel that the momentum that Villa are going to have now with Steven Gerrard coming into that club, given his philosophy, it will take time to get into what he wants to do on the pitch. But we've seen Rangers, even in Europe this year, we won't talk about Scottish League because it's a tin pot league, but in Europe, Rangers have played some very good teams over the last couple of seasons and had some good results. So if you can do in Europe that kind of performances with Rangers, then he's got every chance of it succeeding in the Premier League. 2-0 for me on that one. The fans are saying a 2-1 Brighton win. Fee says a 0-0 draw. Brighton 2-1. There we go. 2-2, Nick says. We then move on to the third game, another Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. Well, Burnley versus the Crystal Palace. Sean Dyche team that have found one win all season against Crystal Palace, who I'd say very unlucky not to be more points on the board. Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace are playing some very good football at times, not just going route one and looking for Zaha on the end of it. They are passing the ball around. They are causing havoc. Benteke is probably the best I've seen him play in 3 or 4 seasons, looking a threat every time the ball gets in the box, winning duels every time. Against a Burnley team who we all know what they are about. It's a 4-4-2, get the ball down, whip it in the box, and Chris Wood, Assie Barnes, Vidra get them playing off each other. So, Dor, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
I think with Palace, they've been doing well, if I'm honest, lately, with Zaha. And as well, is it Gallagher as well?
Yeah,
he's been really good. But you can't write off Burnley. They're just one of them teams that they always get 3 points out of nowhere. They've got Chris Wood as well as a striker. They've got, is it Dwight McNeil as a left winger? Yeah. It's going to be tough. I think it'll be a home win, because I think I personally don't rate Patrick Vieira as a manager. I don't know why. I don't rate him, and I think I've got a little soft spot for Burnley because my favourite player is assistant manager for them, Ian Wynn. So
okay.
So I think I'll go for Burnley win. I think I'll say 3-1 Burnley.
3-1 Burnley. Jack, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Sean Dyche ball, innit, against Chelsea last time round. He got a draw at Stamford Bridge. He very frustrated that Chelsea side. Chelsea had plenty of chances that game, but Sean Dyche played ball and Sean Dyche got a point. A big, massive point for Burnley, that is, from relegation this season in the Premier League. You'll need all the points you can if you're a Burnley fan. Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira got written off at the start of the season. He ain't a manager, he ain't this and he ain't that. He's proved them all wrong.
He isn't a manager. He isn't a manager. Don't give me that. He's not a manager.
Yeah, he's done incredibly well, Patrick Vieira. They played well against Leicester. Could have got 3 points against Leicester. Conor Gallagher, Wilfried Zaha, fantastic talents. I think Crystal Palace are going to keep on that winning form, and I'm going to go 3-1 Crystal Palace.
See, this is the one I sat on the fence because both have had very in different forms all season. Obviously, Burnley's not won many, but they have drawn quite a few. I'm going for a 2-2 draw, the Desmond in this one. I think there'll be goals plenty. I just think there's nothing to split them. I know Palace are playing well, but they're still shipping goals, and we've seen that. They gave Leicester a 2-0 start, and we blew it. And I just think Vieira's still got a little bit to learn in the Premier League. Even though he's done quite well, he's still got a lot to learn in this division about tying up games. See what the fans are saying. Ian says a 1-0 Palace win. Dave Gavin, evening, Dave. He says a 3-1 Palace win. Nick says a 1-0 Palace. V says 2-1 to Burnley. We then move on to another Saturday. There's loads of Saturday 3 o'clock games in this. The billionaires of football doesn't make you going to win anything being a billionaire football member, because you can't spend it unless you've got it coming in. Financial fair play. Remember Newcastle. You can have all the money in the world, but you can't spend it. Newcastle against a Brentford team who have hit a bit of a wall in recent weeks. A fantastic start to the season. Well, after that fantastic start, the slide has started to happen for Burnley, really. The reality check of the promotion is starting to hit home, and 3 losses or 4 losses in a row now is really taking its toll on this Brentford team. What's your thoughts on this one then, Dor?
I think Newcastle win this. I think, like you said, Burnley, but Brentford, they've gone downhill a little bit, and Newcastle, they've got to win sometime, and especially at home. As well, is it Eddie Howe's first game in charge?
Yes, it will be, Eddie Howe.
As well, and I like him. I like Eddie Howe. So I think Newcastle will win. I think it'll be an easy win. I think 3-0 Newcastle.
3-0 Newcastle. Jack, what's your thoughts, mate?
Billionaire Shortbread United, Newcastle United. I think, Newcastle's fighting for relegation. They'll need all the points. Obviously, they've got Eddie Howe as manager now. Never underestimate him. He's a fantastic young manager. I just don't think Bournemouth was the team for him. He could have worked for a bigger club. But he decided to stick to his roots. But then gave up when they got relegated to the Championship. Brentford have hit a stone wall, haven't they? Like a penalty. Thomas Frank, he hasn't really used many excuses since after the Leicester game, and look where it's got him. I mean, they're struggling for form now. They're seeing the reality of the Premier League, where it's not so easy, even though you're getting a couple of wins here and there at the start. I think Newcastle are going to win this one. I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Brentford 1, Tom.
Close one for that one. I'm going for a comfortable Newcastle win. I'll go for a 3-0 Newcastle win tomorrow on Saturday. Eddie Howe, first game in charge. I think he will really drive into the modern means to play for a club of the stature, what they expect you to be doing. Against, I say, the Brentford team, who are really struggling. And, the loss of their goalkeeper is a massive one for them. He's been sensational in the championship and coming up. So I think it's going to be a big loss in this game, having their goalkeeper who's out for most of the season now, I think it is. I'm going 3-0 to Newcastle. Ian says a 2-0 Newcastle. Paul says 2-2 draw. Fee says a 3-1 Brentford win. That'd be some win for Brentford. Dave Gavin says 2-0 to Newcastle. Nappy says a 3-2 Brentford win. Evening lads, need a decent win on Saturday, says Dave. Yes, we do. We then move on to another Saturday game. It's piling up this weekend.
Ooh.
Norwich City. Dean Smith's first game in charge of a Norwich team who have only won one game against Brentford last time out, and then sacked the manager. What was a very strange scenario, letting your manager win a game, then sacking him straight after it. Very, very strange. Against Southampton team who struggled just a little bit. They got a nice win last time out, but they have struggled this season to get the form they think they were going to get. But be an interesting game at the bottom of the table, this one. Dor, what's your thoughts, mate?
Personally, I want Norwich to win, because they need to get more than 12 points this season so they don't get Dobby's record this season. So Norwich,
I'll clap you for that.
So Norwich, I want Norwich to win, but I don't think they will win. I know they've got a new manager, but Southampton, they've got a good side. And I personally think Southampton will win this season. I think they'll win. I think it'll be 3-1. Southampton. They've got some decent players, a few good players, but Ward-Prowse playing as well. Yeah, 3-1 Southampton. But no, I want Norwich to win. Don't be wrong, but I can't see him winning.
Jack, what's your thoughts, mate, on this one?
Saturday okie dokie, this one. Shaking all about it, Norwich. Daniel Farker out. Dean Smith in. One got the sack, and then one got the sack, and then into the job that the other one got the sack. I mean, this one, Norwich are bottom. I'd love Norwich to get them points. The same as Dor. I want Derby to keep that record forever. I mean, £5 going down in the bank. They're going to Doncaster next season, Derby County. What a shame.
No, Burton.
Local Derby.
Yeah, local Derby. It's the what cup is it? It's the
the Vars Cup, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it's called. But yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, Norwich, they're struggling right now. They don't seem to be knowing where the goal is. Southampton beat Aston Villa and got Dean Smith the sack. They're playing some good football. Southampton now, they're starting to pick up the points when they need it the most. And against teams like Norwich, you'd expect them to again. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Norwich win this one.
Fair play, Joe. I'm going to go Southampton win. I would love Norwich to win it. I just think Southampton 2-0 they won last time, and I think I can see it 2-0 this time. I think they'll have too much quality for Norwich. D-Liz Smith and Dean Smith have got a job on their hands to keep them in the Premier League. Let's put it that way. And I think it's a poison chariot for Dean going there. Dean Smith, I think he's a better manager than someone who's scrapping at the bottom of the table. But he's taken the job, and it's he'll be up there with one of the greatest escapes if he pulls it off. I'll give him credit.
He will,
because that team's in a free fall. But hey, that win the last game, it could give them a little confidence. What's everyone saying on this one then? Napo says 2-0 Southampton. Craig says 2-1 to Southampton. V says 1-0 Southampton. 2-0 Southampton. Ian says a 1-1 draw. Smith to start Cantwell to fit to 3-1 Norwich win. Wow, that was the case. That'd be a brilliant start for them. They then move on to the game we all don't want to talk about as a Leicester fan. We all know what's going to happen. if Watford beat Man United, Solskjaer will probably get the sacked, and then the Brendan Rodgers brigade will panicking that he's leaving to go to Manchester United. Big game in the Premier League, this one for many reasons. Claudio wants to get back to winning ways against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who needs to win. So what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
I personally think Man U will win this season. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's in deep trouble. I know. I don't want to talk about it. I know he did well for you lot and all that, but nah, I can't see this. I can't see Watford beating Man U. So I personally think Man U will win. I think it'll be 4-0.
4-0
to Man U. Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Jack?
Can Claudio Ranieri sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Is the question on Watford's lips at the weekend. Man United, Harry Maguire, £80 million fridge. That's what you pay for if you go from Marks Electrical, but it's the most expensive fridge ever. Cristiano Ronaldo, he done fantastic at the start. I mean, for age 36, is he slowing down now? I know he's the world's best, better than Messi, I'd say, for my liking. But you playing a Watford side who've been very poor. They got a spanking against Liverpool. I mean, how's this one going to turn out? Because Man United don't even know where the goal is at times. Is this the game Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets the sack? I don't think so. I mean, I can see Man United winning this 3-0.
3-0. I'm going for a 2-0 Man U win. I think they'll just have too much quality for Watford. I know Ole Gunnar's under pressure, but it seems when he's under pressure, they find that little bit of win, or they get that 1 or 2 wins, and then they go again. See where else thought. So, where's he got? Clarkman says 1-1. Nappy says Rodgers made a statement today that he isn't going anywhere. Look, statements mean nothing, mate.
They mean nothing. That means absolutely nothing.
He signed a 3-year contract only last year. It doesn't mean anything. If he wants to go, he goes. Look, I don't want Brendan Rodgers to go. I think he's doing brilliant for our football club. But we all know when clubs like Man U come in, it's very difficult to keep a manager of Rodgers away from them. If they pay the money, he'll go. It's simple as that. You can say, oh, I ain't going nowhere. We've all seen it. Oh, no, I'm not going to go sign for anyone else. 2 weeks later, Big comes in and he's gone out the door. It's football. The day of loyalty is gone in the Premier League or any football club. Even you boys know that. If you have a good player, even though he might be born and bred Nottingham, if someone comes in to sign him, they're going to go. Like Alan Rodgers. Alan Rodgers left to come to a better club. Hey?
Pardon? Pardon?
and then you chuck, was it boost bars at him, if I remember rightly, when we returned him to
I was one of them.
Oh, Tank, good luck. We've had Tank on the show before. He's
I've had Tank as well. I've had him as well.
Good bloke. Nat says a 2-2 draw. Ian says 2-0 United. I want Watford to win 1-0, but Man U will be too strong, 3-0. Fee says no. Tom Brendan's going nowhere, 2-0 Man U. Want Claudio to win, no. 1-1 draw. Dave Gavin says a 3-2 Man U win. I'll take that for match of the day with some goals on it. 3-1 Man U, Ronaldo with 2. Craig just give me a clap. Thanks, Craig, as always. Tom, where do you think Leicester will finish the season? If I'm honest with you, if I'm honest now, I'd say anywhere between 8th and 10th. That's my opinion. I hope we can prove me wrong and have a better heart, but I just feel at the moment, for some reason, it's not clicking and the games are running quicker than we can catch them, especially with the next, 15 games in 32 days or something stupid within, Europe and Cup games. Is Forest coming down with us? Yes. Oh, behave yourself. Forest ain't going down. Next game, another Saturday. Wolverhampton Wanderers, the WWE versus West Ham, a West Ham team who, this season, David Moyes, hats off to you.
Unbelievable.
Flying. Antonio scoring goals for Jamaica, like his goal the other night was absolutely superb. What a strike, my son. What a strike. Against a Wolves team who have just started to turn the corner under their new manager. And I said it would come. I said it at the beginning of the season. They should have beaten us on the opening day of the season. They had enough chances. They had enough chances in the next 2 games against Tottenham, Man U, and they should have won both them games. They should be on a lot more points. They've turned the corner now. After that 3-2 win in the last minute against Villa the other week, they've really turned the corner with a couple of nice wins. What's your thoughts on this, Dor?
I personally feel like West Ham, they've been brilliant. And ex-Forest player Mikel Antonio, he's taking a mick, isn't he? Because like he's not a striker, he's a winger. And the way West Ham's turned him to a striker, like he's like a Heskey, but a better version of Heskey when Heskey was at Leicester. But
very similar about getting the ball, holding it up, got the build-up play, can link up, but can also turn and run at someone as well. Very, very similar. I know what you mean on that one.
Yeah. So I personally think West Ham will win. When Wolves came to Forest, Wolves were great, and they battered us.
4-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, they annihilated us. But I can't see West Ham doing this. But yeah. It's don't talk that. Listen to you. Okay? I've got a 5. If you want to use it to buy Derby, we can both buy them, and I'll turn them to a cigarette bar. But yeah, I'll say West Ham with 3-1.
3-1. Jack, thoughts, mate?
Mikel Antonio, Dor will know him well on his tour. Used to play for Nottingham Forest. Wolves, they're picking up some form. West Ham are battering teams. Mikel Antonio, the tank that he is, fantastic. Ben Rama, Jared Bowen, you name it. West Ham's got it. Declan Rice, Souček. They're all credit to them this season because they're doing fantastic. Well, and credit to the manager, David Moyes. Incredible job. They deserve to be where they are because they've worked hard and got there. Then they're very consistent. I can see doomsday for Wolverhampton at Molineux. I'm going to go West Ham 2, Wolverhampton 0.
2-0. I'm going for a 3-0 West Ham win. Antonio to get on the score sheet again, keep him in my dream team with the points going on there. Bowden's flying, West Ham are flying. Can't see anyone stopping them at the moment. Wolves have been great the last few games, but this is a West Ham team who will now feel confident they could have every right to be playing Champions League football if they continue in this stature, because they probably deserve to if they're carrying like that. But there's a long way to go in the season still, but they've still got every opportunity if they keep playing and picking off teams. The win against Liverpool last time out proved they have every opportunity to be playing Champions League football next season. Let's see what everyone says on this one. West Ham to win 3-1 too strong. Napo says 4-1 to West Ham. He says a draw. Fee says a 3-0 to the Hammers. Joe says a 2-1 West Ham. Clark Mander says a 2-2 draw. Gavin says Wolves 1, West Ham 4. Derby will be playing Forest Green Rovers next season. They will be the way this where it's that's not a little bit shout at the moment. Then we go to one of the big games on Sunday, Liverpool versus Arsenal. And fair play, Arteta has turned it around after a very, very slow start to the season. He is now starting to get into this Arsenal team to play the way he wants them to play. And it's taken its time. It's taken nearly a year, season and a half to get there, but he's now turned the corner and they are playing some very good football. They beat Leicester 2 weeks ago 2-0 or 3 weeks ago 2-0, and probably by more should have been in the first half performance against the Liverpool team who lost their first game of the season last time out against West Ham, a 3-1 loss, was it? Is it last time they lost?
Yeah, last game.
Yeah, last game. 3-2, sorry, mate. 3-2. Dor, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
I hate both clubs. I'm not going to lie. I hate both of them. But I hate Liverpool more. But I think it'll be a draw. Because like I said,
more European Cups than you.
Listen to me. I don't care. We got more. We got more cups than you. That's what matters. I think it'll be a draw. Like Arsenal, they've been doing great. Liverpool, just Liverpool. I think it was the first defeat one against West Ham last time. So I think it'll be 2-2. It'll be a high scoring game, but I think it'll be 2-2.
2-2 draw. Desmond. Jack.
Liverpool injury FC at the minute, and they've got plenty of injuries again. Jordan Henderson, Roberto Firmino, Andy Robertson. You name it, Liverpool's got it. I mean, the hospitals are picking up quite quickly with all these Liverpool injuries. Van Dijk be next, probably. There seems to be glass bottle legs, Liverpool, over the last few seasons with all these injuries. Arsenal are picking up some form. They're unbeaten in the last 10. since Manchester City. Mo Salah's got to be on his best for this game if they're going to get anything Liverpool, but you can't count on one player. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win in this one. I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal.
Nice. I'm actually going for a 3-1 Arsenal win on this one. I think Liverpool's injuries are going to catch up with them and go again. And I reckon Arsenal flying. I really do. I know they'll take some chance at the back, but going forward, that attack is scary. It's going to be an interesting one. So I'm going to 3-1 Arsenal win. Craig says 2-1 home win to Liverpool. 2-1 again. I really hope Arsenal get the result. 2-1 to the Gooners. A 2-2 draw. V says 3-2 to Arsenal. I reckon a 1-1 draw. Evening, Reedy. Cheers for joining, mate. Dave Gavin says Arsenal just knocked up to Liverpool quality 3-0 to Liverpool. Joe says a 2-2 draw. A 1-1 draw in that one. What's this one? Joe keeps putting stuff. We have won the league more recently than you.
Oh, yeah, I know that. You're in the Premier League. Clever.
Then we move to the last game of the weekend. Manchester City, who are, flying again. Team to stop for me. Said it all season. They were the team to really catch. Liverpool being great, but still Man City for me are the team that keeps rolling, and they will catch up to Chelsea, who will have a blip at some point. Dawes, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Easy win for Man City. I know they've had a little blip. Everton are not doing great, are they, under Rafa? But Man City team, look at the team. I'm not going to say look at the strikers. Just look at that midfield. De Bruyne and everything. Hush your gums, sheep shags. But yeah, I think Man City easy win. I'm going for it. I'm going for 5-1 Man City.
5-1. Jack, what's your thoughts, mate?
Man City take on Sticky Toffee FC. Manchester City didn't really get the result against Crystal Palace, did they? Laporte got sent off. Wilfried Zaha and Conor Gallagher with the goals that game. Man City are at home, but it always doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win. I mean, yes, they're a good side. Manchester City, Europe's best. But Everton, they don't seem at it again. Damari Gray had a bit of a fun time for a few games, but he hasn't been seen since. You need to call the police quick and see where he is.
Wow. Yo, he did good for you lot. How can you slag him off? He did good for you lot.
He was crap.
Oh, good God, stupid. He was good for you lot.
It done up for you like in the Championship.
We don't want him. We got Joe Lolly. We got him. We don't want him.
Joe Lolly.
Who's that?
Joe Lolly.
He'll get Leicester's team anyway.
Who's
Joe
that?
Lolly. Good player, Joe Lolly. I'll give you. Joe Lolly's very, very good player.
He'll take over your Leicester wing. Who's your wingers?
Harvey Barnes. You're telling me Joe Lolly's better than him?
Listen, mate, Harvey Barnes didn't do. When Harvey Barnes at West Brom,
Barnes.
He was in
Lookman.
Who?
Ricardo.
Ricardo can play
Who?
Hey, what's your score on this one, Jack?
I'm going to go for a Manchester City 3-0 win in this one.
I'm going 4-0 win. Chester's going for a 4-0 Man City win. Anthony's going for a 2-1 Everton win. That'd be an interesting one. Joe says 3-0 Man City. Craig says a 4-1 Man City. Any more? Ian says that 3-1 Man City. I can't see anything but Man City. 4-1 Man City. 5-0 Man City. Like I said, Damari Gray's bubble's popped, and I said at the beginning of the season his bubble was popped. He comes in, he has a flying start, and then people work him out. And I just feel that's happened again for Damari. Don't get me wrong, I've said it all on. The kid has got so much potential, but for some reason there's this aura and attitude about him that for some reason it just rubs off the wrong side of people. And as for Rafa Benitez, he wasn't the first choice for Everton fans. We all know that. And they're probably quite happy that it's all going wrong now, so they can get someone else in. Last game of the weekend, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Leeds United. A Leeds team who have not had the best starts to the season against Tottenham, who thought they'd won the league after 3 games. Could they won 3 games on the trot 1-0, and they thought they'd won the league. Versus the Leeds team who's started poorly, picked up a bit of form recently, a few draws and a win. What's your thoughts, Dawes, on this one, mate?
I personally think Conte as manager, good manager, I think. Leeds, like you said, a bit iffy, but I personally think Spurs will win 4-2. Leeds will score, but they'll Spurs win.
Why do Forest on plant potatoes around the edge of the pitch of the City ground?
That's the question.
That's something to lift in.
Right, let me ask you a question, Max. Right. Team players, right, listen to me, right?
Oh dear.
You've had a bad week. You've had a bad week. You've had what? You're -3 points. You're 18 points now. How can you banter me? I'm not even going to respond to you no more.
Look, let's just look, Jack. All we've got to say is you boys have to play for your own little trophy each 2 games a season, don't you? Because it's the closest you're going to get to silverware.
Wait. Let's write that down. To all you Leicester lot, we're not your rivals. We'll never be your rivals.
I'm just saying, I was pointing the obvious that you play for a trophy against each other because
listen to you. You're not rivals. You're not rivals.
We got Coventry, but they're not in our league yet still. So,
Yeah,
but in fairness, Coventry are
not your rivals. They don't want you to be no rivals.
We've got to cling on to someone.
No one wants to cling on to you. No one.
Got Hinkley United, and they went bust.
They don't want to be your rivals. They don't want to be your rivals.
Dear.
No one does.
Oh dear. Leeds 2-1 win. Spurs 2-1 win. Leeds United 2-2. Chester says a 1-1 draw. When you play as you hate us, yeah, true. We won't go into that. I'm going for a 2-1 Leeds win. I think Leeds will get a win this weekend. I really do. I think they'll give Tottenham a really good run for the money. But I just think top Leeds will just have that bit more legs about them. They are starting to find the form and get back to where they were last season. Dawes, let's give you 5 minutes. Let's talk about Forest.
Best part of the show.
Tony Moore.
Steve Cooper come in and turn the season around. It wasn't going great at the start for you boys. You made the decision to sack your manager, and you brought in Steve Cooper, an experienced manager from Swansea City, who guided them to the playoff semi-finals last year, if I remember rightly. They lost a Barnsley team who are really struggling this season. What's been the difference then from that opening period of games to where you are now and your gaffer?
The sort of season with Chris Hughton, it was just shocking. It was horrible to watch live. Boring. That's all it is. It was boring, and I was getting depressed, if that's the word. I was getting depressed, and it's like I can remember we beat you lot 5-2 at the City ground, and Leicester fans were like depressed as well. Then. Was
that the day? That was near Christmas time, and I think if I remember rightly, I was there. Robert Earnshaw scored a hat trick.
Yeah, he scored a hat trick, and remember Leicester fans, the Forest fans, Leicester fans were depressed that day. And we beat you again at your ground, didn't we? We beat you 2-0.
Oh, here we go.
It was Cox and Mackie.
Yes.
It was depressed, and now that's how I felt. And now we've got Cooper.
We won't talk about Paul Gallagher swinging a free kick and
I can't remember that.
Knockout finish at the end.
Knockout in the away and in the last minute till we got the playoff.
Listen, man, I can't remember that. I went to the game. I can't remember it.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I can't remember it. But back to the story. Like under Cooper, we've been 1 defeat in 9. I think we lost to Fulham. But we've done great. We beat teams like Birmingham, Bristol City. Did you see the Bristol City game? We scored 2 goals.
I didn't see Bristol 91 and 92 against
92
the famous Nigel Pearson.
You're a legend for your club. You kept him up, didn't you? So he deserves credit for your club.
Kept us up, won the championship, and then the Great Escape.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then his son went AWOL in Thailand.
But yeah, it was just with Cooper. Yeah, trip back aside, he's been great with us. But can he get us to the promised land so Forest can play you lot? Why are you shaking your head? Like you can't see. This is why you Leicester lot, man. You don't give us credit sometimes, right? Because we can't do it. I know Forest fans. We're all fickle. All football fans are, and Yeah, cheers, Joe. But yeah, we can do it, but we just need to keep on winning. But like I said, I think we're unbeaten away, but we've not lost since Stoke City. So our away record's great. So come on, Forest. I want to play Leicester. Go to Potland, Leicester City. We'll go there. We'll go there.
Ian says, "Why have you got a Bournemouth top on?" I only ask the questions. I have to ask the questions of the fans. Come on.
Right. Yeah, it's a training top. It's a training top.
You've got some more Forest fans in with you, though, mate. Can you see the two chuckling away?
Yeah, thank you. I need some help.
We'll have to get in Can't Pay Take It Away on some point to sound like a good bunch of lads.
Yeah, that derby now. I think that derby now. But yeah, we're doing not too bad, but it's a long way to go. But I want to get to Premiership. Play Leicester City. Like I know Leicester, they're not our rivals. They're just someone who's trying to from across the road thinking, well. So, well, yeah, it is what it is.
Fair play. Thank you for joining us, mate. If you want to follow Door on Tour, follow him.
Door on Tour. Any Leicester fan, any Derby fan, come on my channel. I'll banter you all. I'll banter every single one of you.
Go and follow them. I've watched some of his content. He's absolutely brilliant. I watched him from the Bristol City away game, and
people go watch it.
The video is absolutely phenomenal to see them celebrating 2 goals in 2 minutes or something silly like that.
Two goals in 30 seconds.
It's 30 seconds. So yeah, go and give him a follow. Absolutely top lad.
I was celebrating that. Right, people, if you watch the game, you can hear me screaming like a bitch. That's how crazy I was. But it was an amazing night. Amazing night at Bristol City.
Doors, thanks for coming on, mate.
Subscribe to the channel, people. Subscribe.
Subscribe to Doors on Tours. Thanks for coming on, mate.
What? Right, listen to me. You be careful, Tom. You be careful. When Forest play Leicester, I'm coming for you.
Mate, we'll meet up if we play you one day again, eh? Take care, bud. Thanks for coming on. We'll have you on again in the season, then, mate. All right.
Right, up the Reds.
Cheers,
up the bloody Reds.
Ooh, Jackie boy. There we go. That was a good show. Great banter from the Forest boys, hey. But we know that they're thereabouts with us, hey. We all have a good laugh. He's disappeared. He didn't want any more banter. He couldn't take it. Oh, dear. Just laugh at Forest.
Can't pay taken away. Come knocking for him.
Thank you to all the Forest fans who've come on here tonight. It's been an absolute great laugh. Craig said it. Be nice to get Forest in the cup, hey. Would be nice. I'm still looking for you at the bottom of the table. Oh, cheers. Ian, thank you very much, mate. V says cup. Oh dear. Jack, thanks for coming on as always, mate.
Pleasure.
We'll probably see you Saturday at the ground before kickoff or after kickoff, giving you your views of the game. Massive game against Chelsea. But for now, thank you for coming on, mate. We'll see you again soon.
See you in a bit, mate.
And then, as always, that leaves me to thank you for watching and commenting on the show. As always, it is your show. As we say, it's for the fans, by the fans. You get your say on it. Bye, Tom and Jack. Thank you, Joe. Much appreciated, as always, for coming on and watching. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Remember, we're live every day of the week. I'll run through it again one more time. Monday show, the fan show with Phil. The WLS show on a Tuesday night, Jack, talking all things Leicester City women. And fair play to them. Congratulations for your first win last night. Massive, you deserve that. You played some good football this season, being lucky. The away fan show, what was last night. Prediction show, what you've just seen now. Again, 7:30. Pre-match show tomorrow with Reedy. Give him a follow. He'll be joined by Chelsea fans as they build up to Chelsea on Saturday. Obviously, the watch-along from 12 o'clock on Saturday or 12:30. And then always the famous, Jamie loves me calling it, the famous after our show. Grab your cup of tea, sit down with Jamie, live from Alcudia in Spain. I'm not saying sunny Spain because it rubs it in every time. But yeah, grab your cup of tea, get your toast, sit down and watch Jamie. But as always, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you again soon. And keep it Leicester Fan TV.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.